very wet track tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From the 6. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Darnold on first down.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir. And the Niners are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Lets it go for Nelson.
And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And the Panthers on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
On second down, another shot for Sermon.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try and run for the first with Sermon.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Sermon now on 1st and 10.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
To throw, it's Lance.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Lance looking to throw it. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect take the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against, but you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. So the false start will back them up 5. Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Carolina.
So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught out in the right flat. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? This is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Darnold from the gun.
And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. Faking the give, Darnold. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Rosa's kick is good, and the lead extends. It's 15-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Back to Sermon on first down. Room to run past midfield. There he goes, right side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. That one goes for 8 yards.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They run. Here's Sermon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Lance to throw it. Looking for right, and he finds him. Touchdown, 49ers. Isaiah Wright with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because
he's got a man complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for Carolina. Darnold from the red zone now.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. To throw is Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big play there for the Niners. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They set up the screen for Sermon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
56, the mock boys, 56, check 56. Hey man, watch the boot, watch the
Working from the gun, Lance. And it's caught. And he is out of bounds here. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Shotgun now for Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. 56. Mike, 56, right there.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
That's to his running back, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. Be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Taking a shot here for Marshall. Wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
49ers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Lance now to throw.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's right. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Lance.
Wright's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Now Lance again.
Forced out to his left. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance.
Looking for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Takes it at the 7.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. And finally, he's out of bounds. But how about that return? All the way inside the 20 and into the red zone. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Fancy footwork in midfield. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Darnold.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st down, it's Darnold.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. 20.
You gotta love it, baby. Give me some more.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Next to score, Panthers 36, 49ers 15. Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake. Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold escaping the pressure right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Casey Hayward with a sack on the well-timed corner blitz. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, he's going to look deep for more. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Rosas' kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
From the 31,
Lance.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Room here to run. And he's taken down inside the 30.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Trey Sermon.
Touchdown number 18 of the year. And the
Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Gold able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
and just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On play action, Lance.
This one caught by Kittle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a handoff, Sermon.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd and 5.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
And they run once more with Sermon.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Play action, now it's Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Lance now on 1st down.
He'll leave that underneath to Sermon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Not much there, only a yard.
At the 9-yard line.
Check 52. Check 37.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lance.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. He's going to look deep for more.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And Darnold wants to throw the football. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.